Hosting a show in the world today takes everything you got. The show can end up being awful boring and your brain begins to rot. Wouldn't you like to have some fun? Sometimes you gotta go where everybody is insane, and the jokes are never lame. We got the stories you wanna hear and the facts that you wanna know. We're the best thing on the radio. Every little thing is original. You'll laugh till you're in tears. So just forget we stole this song from Cheers.
Welcome everyone to Man Cave Live. I'm your host, the Great and Powerful Pujie. And returning this week is Count Motherfucking Crosby.
I'm still poor, y'all. Send that money. Send that money.
Oh, the crowd likes that you're poor. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. I know these tickets were expensive. Y'all ain't poor.
Yeah, cocksuckers. And also returning with me, coming here every week is John, the Captain, Mark Adams.
That's me.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back, viewers, listeners, to another great episode of Man Cave Live.
That's right, son.
Season 4.
That's right. Episode 4.
This is called FOFO. Which you don't get if you ain't from H-Town.
Yeah.
Which you don't get if you ain't from Houston.
And also returning is Blackjack, the acrobatic squirrel.
Hey, buddy.
Squirrel.
Hey. Hi. I love that he's so mute. I just love that. And so does the crowd. Yay!
Shush. Jesus, man.
Every time. Every
time you're here, they just do that.
I'm epileptic. They're about to give me a seizure.
It's always the guest. It's always the guest.
Always.
The
So
guest? Who's the guest?
You.
Oh, that's right.
The third spot.
I've been demoted.
No, you have not been demoted. You just, you've said it yourself.
You busy.
You're part-timing right now until, we get those Bitcoins rolling
busy.
in.
That's all.
I mean, the Bitcoins we're already getting rolling in.
Soon we're going to have 8 guests on at a time with
Once
like
they
17
cut me into
mics.
the pay we're getting, I could quit my job. We could do this daily, 3 times a day.
Yes.
Maybe three MCL
Strippers
Ps a
behind
day.
us bringing us beers.
Maybe 3 Man Cave Live plays a day. That'd be nice.
Wait, hold on. I like the stripper idea.
I do like that.
Yeah, let's go back.
Like a stripper walking behind us. Episode 5.
I was more listening to the plays thing. We do more than 3 in a day.
Yeah, that's
we could
true.
definitely do more than 3 in a day.
We
down.
haven't done it in a week. Done it in
40 in
Well,
a
it
day
takes
and
a
take the
long-
week off.
It takes a long time to set up plays. We got to move all this equipment over.
Yes.
It really is a hassle. It really,
That's why
really
we
is.
should try to knock out like 20.
I mean, we have a separate studio that we do that.
Absolutely. We're millionaires.
That's over there.
It's right there. In fact, if the camera's kicked, you'll see the green screen.
Yeah. You saw it during the Brains episode and had to go and change it real quick.
I was like, damn it, now we're the Wizard of Oz. The screen has been, the curtain's been pulled.
notice-
Pay
this
no
green
attention
screen
to the
over
man
here?
behind the
Pretty
green
nice.
curtain.
So, welcome back. This is our season, episode 4.
Season 4.
Season 4. Episode 4.
Fofo.
FOFO. I like that. FOFO.
Fofo.
Shakers.
Acre Shakers.
FOFO for life.
Yeah, I don't know that if you're not from Houston, but if you are, you know. And we're not from there because we're that gallivanty about it.
Hey.
I was right outside. I could walk in there.
Yes.
You were there.
When?
Well, we grew up together. That was right outside.
Really? Right over off
of
of Hollister?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Walk down Tidwell right there where Nicker's homes.
Have you been over that way, Hollister and Tidwell?
No.
There's this pho restaurant and like a what is it, that ice cream cone restaurant and all this shit down there. It's like a huge shopping mart or like an outdoor shoppery type thing. It used to be just a single patch of woods. We would go back
yes,
there.
I remember. Yeah, I remember
we
that.
would go back there whenever we were in 3rd and 4th and 5th grade. I got scabies in that pack of
I
woods.
was thinking about those. We used to build those forts out there,
Yeah.
and then we would make these epic booby traps, like
that nobody ever came through.
like people were actually coming to get us.
No.
But these were like, if somebody did just come in there, they might get hurt.
Yeah,
or
real bad.
We would dig holes and have stakes in there and like cover it with leaves, so you fall in and get impaled.
Yeah, we knew right where all of them were. Nobody ever came back there, thankfully. Nobody but us.
That you know
We
of.
used to make our own water. We would cut the vines to a point and put them in a water bottle and let it drip till it fills up, and we drink it. Luckily, we didn't die and it wasn't poison because we didn't know what we were doing.
I kind of wonder about the construction crews that had to go back there and clear that shit. Like, what did they find?
Yeah, we had that circle of death. With
Like
the
they got
trees.
tiger traps over here.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
is this?
There's arrows and China stars everywhere, ninja stars.
They were a little made out of paper. We thought they were lethal.
All right, Blackjack, why don't you hit it for us?
That was a good time, man. I think about that often.
Thank you, Blackjack. Sorry, we had to bring on this smooth jazz that he piano stuff that he plays.
We made some serious traps.
We would go back there and smoke cigarettes.
Macaulay Culkin had nothing on us.
No, nothing on us.
That movie would have been real short if you made. Next scene, morgue.
No crime scene investigation.
We had a lot of friends that went out there, too. We had this whole group of people, 8 or 9 of us. We'd go out there and just make traps all day long for nothing.
Where did you learn how to make these traps? Did you just
Probably
watch
Home
movies?
Alone. I mean, yeah, we just watched movies,
Yeah, we brought nails, hammers, duct tape,
Yeah.
arrows.
You got a
was
bunch of Christmas ornaments and broke them and just hoped that somebody stepped on them.
There was this one
Barefooted?
guy who had a little U-Haul trailer that he rented all the time, and it was open once, and there were like a bunch of like pulleys in it, like like levers and pulleys and shit. And we went and robbed that trailer.
Yeah, we stole them.
And he came out the next day, and he was like, "Hey man, did you take this shit from me?" We were like, He's like, "All you do is ask. It's fine. Just ask next time."
We were trying to make zip lines, and we had like a hoist system where we could bring equipment up to the trees while we were building platforms up there. And
It was not well hidden. Anybody who was in that parking lot could clearly see us. I mean, we're not talking like crazy woods here. It was like a small little patch that
It
was
was in a
maybe
circle, like
50
maybe-
foot by 50
I would
foot.
say like 300 feet. It was
Okay,
kinda
all right,
big.
maybe. Like as big as a football field, maybe.
Full of poison ivy. Everybody always got poison ivy but me. I'm not allergic to
I never
it.
got poison
I
ivy.
can't
I'm not
get
allergic
it.
to
Brian had it every week.
Not the
Fucking
brain.
Brian. No, it's
different.
Brian that introduced us.
Ah, I got you. Yeah.
Man, I forgot all about that kid. Well, I
about
guess he's not a
some?
kid anymore. He's in his 30s now.
If he's alive.
Yeah, valid point. You remember Sam? No, I'm sorry. You remember Ben?
Oh, yeah. He was my friend. I didn't
Fuck
know some
that
of
kid.
y'all.
I take it you didn't like him.
I liked him until... Okay, should I tell the story?
He lives in Galveston. He talked to me on Facebook a couple weeks ago.
I'll tell the story. The very first pornographic film that we ever saw was provided to us by Ben, right? And we were like in 4th and 5th grade, and we were watching it in my house.
VHS.
Yeah, VHS.
Oh,
way long
God,
back.
I don't know where this
Track-
is going.
No. We were
Bushes.
watching it in my house, right? We were watching it in my mother's bedroom, just having a good old time watching porn for the very first time. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door, and it's the manager of the apartment complex. Turns out Ben, who provided the tape to us, went and told on us to the manager, and he came and got us and called our parents, and we got in trouble that night.
Which I don't
Fuck
feel
Ben.
like that was any of their business.
No, it wasn't.
But I think we abandoned him. That's probably why he read it.
yeah.
I don't. What?
He was my friend because he had
No,
a Super Nintendo.
I get that, but the fucking manager coming in, that's...
This was a guy who kind of like he loved children, not in a creepy way. He was just he felt responsible. Like he would sit there and watch and make sure that kids weren't drowning at the pool and shit. You know, he felt responsible because this is back in the 90s. Whenever parents left their kids at home, whenever they went to work, they did that shit.
Yeah.
They did that shit. So he kind of felt like he had sort of a duty, a civic duty, to make sure that these kids weren't killing each other.
Yeah, burning the house down.
Yeah. So he would come by and check on you, and he had a good rapport with all these parents, and he wasn't creepy at all. He was just kind of nosy about it. Us kids didn't like him very much because of it. And he did. He straight told on us to the apartment manager, and the apartment manager called our parents.
He actually got me evicted out of the apartment.
I stopped talking to Ben that day.
He set a mattress on fire behind the dumpster. He got caught. He told him I was there earlier. I wasn't even with him that day, but since we were friends, they kicked us out too.
That's bullshit, man.
Look, right
We
there,
got a
Timber
lot of
Hollister.
stories about those apartments on Hollister.
All right, folks, this is a great story.
We moved back. He used to pick me up from there in his big truck.
So oh, that's right. You lived in the apartments.
Yeah, it was those
Those apartments. Wow.
I lived in the corner apartment right next to the Hart's Chicken. That was my apartment.
the one you can get through the little iron gates and walk over there.
Yeah.
That one iron gate that was kind of bent this way.
It wasn't big whenever I got
for
there.
fatter
There's the
people.
Hearts and the Taco Bell and the Sonic right there. I was at Sonic's first customer. I waited there till they opened for the first day.
I had my first kiss in those apartments. Ashley Cates. I'll never forget that.
Wow. She should be so proud.
Like the actress?
No, that's Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. Mary Kate Olsen and Ashley Olsen.
Touche.
I used to make fun of her for it all the time. Probably while we broke up, but her name was Ashley
I don't
Cates.
remember her.
She lived deeper down into the apartments. I'm sure you remembered her.
Probably.
Well, that was the Memory Lane segment
Memory Lane segment.
right here on Man Cave Live.
We do it often
you
whenever
next week.
Alan's. Whenever the count's on the show, we do it often.
We're done. We're out of here. Bye.
See ya.
No, we got to do beer of the week, and that's where we're going to go right into it right now. Beer of the week.
Beer, beer, beer. I'm going for a beer.
I felt like that was lackluster. We're going to go right into beer of the week.
Beer, beer, beer. I'm going for a beer.
All right, viewers, listeners, if you're listening,
Cavemen.
still listening, cavemen.
Memory Lane, we used to all do this together with Beer of the Week when nobody could see us.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Did it for 2 years. 3 seasons.
Neanderthals
Well,
we
2.5
were.
seasons, sorry. I forgot that at the end of the 3rd season, we made it to video. Yeah, VHS. We're going to bring back Blockbuster, and, you get to rent our tapes.
Betamax.
Our Betamax, we're going to bring it back, because why the fuck not? No?
Oh, that was Beer of the Week.
Yep. Yay. All right, this week, listeners. So this is a Texas brewery, and it's called Independence Brewing Company. I believe it is out of Austin. I could be wrong, and if you people are mad about it that I don't know, that's fine.
Austinites?
That's fine. It's not. It's in Austin or
It
somewhere.
doesn't say, but I do believe Independence is from Austin.
Yeah, I believe so
It does.
too.
It does. It says right there, Independence Brewing Company, Austin, Texas.
Okay,
78744.
fine, fair enough. Yeah. So I was on the money.
Hefeweizen.
So this beer is called Freak
It's a
Power.
blood orange.
It is a blood orange Hefeweizen.
Oh, that's gonna
wow, that's weird.
It's gonna be interesting.
So yeah, so here we're gonna go and show you what it looks like. Right there. Sorry that the photo's a little fuzzy.
Yeah, it was kind of a really small picture.
Yeah,
But it was
had
the best one we found.
We had to stretch it out.
Freak power.
So if you want to see right here the can, the label, that's what
There
it
it
looks
is.
like.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
That's wrapped
So
around the
I'm
beer.
starting to see a lot of these come out. These conglomerate beers, like 2 different styles mixed together, like a Belgian IPA mixed together. It's pretty interesting. Like that one y'all talked about last time, a wheat Bach beer.
Yeah.
Oh, the dark wheat beer, the one that we had last show.
All right, let's
Best
get
beer in the world. Vine Stefan Arvidas, my favorite beer.
I like blood orange. I like Hefeweizen. Let's see what this is.
I like blood orange because you definitely taste the orange, and
It doesn't.
vitamin C is good for you.
It doesn't look
Is
like
it?
blood orange.
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like a regular fucking.
I dripped some on the table.
It was so good that
Is it steaming though? Is it like smoking?
vitamin C is so good that Steve Jobs actually took a lot of it in injections to try to kill the cancer.
Didn't work.
Yeah. I take that
Steve
back.
Jobs.
Maybe vitamin C ain't that
The
great.
Bill Gates of Apple.
Apple.
Really? You don't know who fucking Steve Jobs is? Don't do this.
You know, the whole time Steve Jobs worked at Apple, he didn't write a single line of code.
So now he knows who Steve Jobs is.
All right, let's have a sipper doodle. Wow. It tastes kind of
Weak.
yeah, kind of. I don't taste blood orange.
No.
I don't taste. So blood
I
orange
taste
is
the
what? A
Hefeweizen.
grapefruit or a tangerine? What is a blood orange?
It's not
It's
a
a
grapefruit.
dark red orange, like a real.
It's an
bloody
orange made with the blood of its enemies.
Oh, right. Yes, I think he's right.
which I think his enemies is grapefruit.
Yes.
Yeah, which is everyone's enemy.
Everyone's enemy should be grapefruit.
They're almost like a hybrid orange grapefruit kind of conglomerate thing.
So are they bigger than regular oranges?
Don't get me lying.
I feel like we should have researched this and put up a
Don't
picture.
quote me on this, but yes,
You know what?
they're bigger than
I'm
mandarins.
going to pull out the trusty phone.
Yes.
They're bigger than clementines.
Have you ever seen a jackfruit?
Oh yeah, I love jackfruit.
It's a weapon.
It's a cannonball.
Put it on a chain with a stick. That's a giant mace.
I saw one for the first time at.
Oh wow, it looks a lot like grapefruit. Like if you picture a grapefruit in your head.
Let me see.
If you picture a grapefruit in your head, you might be picturing a blood orange. It looks a lot like grapefruit.
Is it just another word for grapefruit? Is that a thing? Because this tastes like grapefruit. No lie.
Well, they don't call grapefruit oranges. Grapefruit is disgusting.
Blood oranges are a rather gruesome name for a wonderfully sweet and beautifully colored citrus fruit. It is. They tend to be a bit smaller than other types of oranges, so they're a bit smaller.
Well, I can tell you this is not.
In the very back, there's a tiny little bloody citrus in the very, very back.
Yeah, not enough.
It tastes more like a Hefeweizen, but a very weak Hefeweizen.
It tastes like they over-filtered the fuck out of this.
Yeah, it is a bit watered down.
Had they not just filtered and kept it hazy, I felt like it would have been better. But this tastes like it's, what does it say? Like
6.6, I think.
6.6?
It's 5.4.
5.4? There's no way. This tastes like water. I mean, the drinkability part of it. Now, for those of you who don't know what drinkability is like how thick a beer is.
It's thin.
This is probably easy.
Topo Chico's thicker than this.
Topo Chico.
I was imagining like that blood orange radar from Carbach, and then like the El Jefe from whatever they're called.
New label?
New label. Half and half of those in a glass. That's what I was picturing it to taste like. I don't taste that at all. I feel like if we actually did that, it'd be way better than this.
Yeah, this is Independence.
We'll start mixing beer. We're gonna do that next time. We're gonna mix those two.
We did
beers
that
together.
with who was it? Their cream and their cookie.
Ah, yes, Martin House's cookies and cream.
They have a cookies beer and a cream beer. And we mixed them together and made cookies and
There
cream.
was a cream ale, and then there was an ale that was basically a chocolate.
The cream was really good.
St. Arnold's has that orange cream one we poured vodka in.
Yeah, this. You know what? We can do that for the new show, Man Cave Life Drinks.
Mixes beers.
Mixed beers, and the
You gotta
mystery
guess
thing.
the two beers that are mixed together.
Oh, that would be a good. Yes.
We have to do the Devil's Dick then.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Devil's Backbone. It's a triple Belgium. Phenomenal beer. Pour a shot of Irish whiskey in it, which is called a Boilermaker when you mix those together.
Sure.
I call it the Devil's Dick, the Devil's Backbone. It's actually really delicious. And
It's fucking
I
ridiculously
don't
good.
if you're a heavy drinker,
Dangerous.
I don't even recommend like 3 of them.
Yeah, they're very dangerous because obviously they're a Boilermaker, but at the same time they're.
When I discovered that at a bar I went to, I had a friend that worked there. He was giving it to me for free. About 11 o'clock at night, I had a couple of them. I went home.
I would know.
But I felt good.
I remember you gave me 2 of them at a bar, and just after those 2, I was like, I don't know if I can. Like, what time is it?
It's not even midnight
Is it
yet,
closing yet? Because I'm ready to go home and nap.
but it's really good.
But after that first one, you feel fucking great. Like you get that instant buzz, just like yeah, and then all
Like
of a sudden,
Ron Swanson dancing during a freaking party. Great.
yeah. And then when you get that second one, and you think you're gonna double, that great feeling you get, and then you're like, maybe not. That's not a thing that I want to continue for the rest of the evening.
Triple Belgians, they're decently strong beers, but they use a whole different kind of yeast, and I feel like it's a different kind of alcohol, and it makes you feel like a different kind of drunk when you drink them. I don't know if anybody else agree? I'm sure you probably don't know what those are.
I mean, I've been drunk before, but
I've never had a
like
quad.
maybe 4 times in my life.
A quart.
Quad Belgian. I don't really
quadruple?
like the single ones. The double ones are okay, but the triple Belgians are the ones I like. But I've never tried a quad Belgian.
Boozy.
I would imagine so.
Boozy as hell. It's almost. So it can't be considered a barley wine because barley wine tastes like just straight booze or like wine.
Drop a Jaeger in that shit.
So just because I'm not really a drinker, right? I just want to know your guys' opinion. What is the booziest beer you've ever had?
I've actually had this at the Great American Beer Fest in Colorado and Denver. It's a big, giant beer fest. Over 9,000 different beers to taste. And
But you got to pay for them all, right?
no,
Or they
you
give
just
them-
pay for admission and they give you this little ounce test.
Is
to
it-
take.
yeah.
What are we doing here?
But but you go through enough booths, you can't taste them all.
Sure.
Because if you did, fuck, you'd be drunk.
So what is it?
It was actually made by Sam Adams, and it's called Utopia. It's 20% alcohol.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, not percent. 20 ABV.
So 10%.
No, it's like ABV.
20% ABV, yeah.
Yeah, 20% ABV. Sorry, yeah.
Oh,
So you know, like this says 5 point.
I'm thinking proof. I'm thinking proof versus percent.
Yeah, proof. It's probably 80 proof. It
Yeah,
actually is 80 proof.
No, because 80, you take that divided by 2, and that's your percentage. So like 200 proof is 100% alcohol.
There's some cheap liquors that are like 30 ABV. It's almost like a liquor.
Well, Utopia, we can't actually buy it here in the States.
That's why I like Everclear, because it's 190 proof, which means it's
it's
that's alcohol, buddy.
Straight rubbing alcohol.
Dirt cheap, too.
Like everybody's like moonshine. That shit ain't shit to Everclear, dude.
Yeah, right? Moonshine's kind of sweet and smooth.
Yeah, to get anything that is more stronger than Everclear, it would just have to be straight rubbing alcohol.
It's just straight alcohol.
yeah, just 100% proof.
100% alcohol, 200 proof.
You die when you drink it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but is Bacardi 151 not as strong as Everclear?
No,
I'm not
Bacardi
entirely
is not as strong as Everclear.
The
Is
the 151.
I think Everclear is the strongest you can buy in stores because it's 190 proof. It's 85%.
Oh, yeah,
alcohol.
190.
I chugged a quarter of a bottle of
So what-
151 at Chatty Daddy's house.
Let's look that
I
up.
didn't get to answer my question. There's a Dogfish Head. I think it's the 190 minute.
Is it 190 minute?
190 minute.
No, I thought it was 120 because you have 60 minute, 90 minute,
Yeah,
and then
120. Yeah.
so it's 120 minutes.
It's like 20 something bucks for the little 4-pack, but it's like 16-17%.
That's pretty good.
It's an IPA though, and it's like almost unenjoyable.
Yeah, just straight. It tastes like
I
whiskey
might as well
almost.
be drinking a whiskey now. When I drink my beer, I don't want it to do that to me.
Right.
So let's look up Utopia. Sam Adams Utopia. Apparently, it was the strongest alcohol that's brewed here, but we can't buy it here.
Utopia.
Utopia.
Where's the boy?
Yeah.
Stay alive, Jessica Hyde.
Jessica Hyde.
Stay alive, Jessica Hyde.
Where is Utopia? Can we get it?
I don't think you can actually buy it here. Wow, my phone heard me. I just put Sam Adams, and first thing that came up was Utopia. So Utopia is aged 24 years.
Jesus.
And
That means that
Let's
if you
see
bought
here.
it today, it would have been aged back in the 90s. It would have been made back in the 90s.
and when you buy it though, it actually comes in a special brass. I think it's brass, like that.
Oh,
Like a-
I've
like
heard
a-
of that. I've seen it.
it almost looks like one of those old school oil cans.
Well, it's actually
never seen
shaped
it
like a
in
brew
real
kit,
life.
like an old. So if you've
Yeah.
been to St. Arnold's, they have these old copper, not brass or
it's probably copper.
yeah, it's probably whatever that metal is that the old brew tons, the mash tons, and all that. Where
Copper makes beer taste amazing.
yes, they
That's
do.
what they always put in copper, like those ginger beers.
So let's see. Woo,
Moscow
okay.
mules are in copper mugs.
I was wrong. It is 28% alcohol,
God.
22 ABV. Sorry, no wait, 28 ABV, 22 ABW, which I don't know what that means.
So describe to me the difference between ABV and percent,
I just learned alcohol by weight is what
and then alcohol by volume.
Yes. So this is 28% for one.
So what style of beer is it? Bourbon?
It is bourbon. It tasted. So you asked how strong it was?
It's an Everclear beer.
They didn't even so at the brew festival, you only get an ounce taster. They gave you even less than that
Like a half ounce.
of,
Give a little
of a taste.
baby food
a
spoon.
little tablespoon.
And when I had it, I was like, all right, I drank it and I went immediately it was, I thought it was whiskey, just straight fucking whiskey.
Can I get a pickleback?
Yeah. Picklebacks back there? No?
So look up the Dogfish Head.
So,
I think Dogfish Head is a brand and has
So I'm
multiple
trying to-
beers, doesn't it?
Dogfish Head makes good beers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So do you
They're
know
just
what?
kind of old school.
Do you know what beer it was?
It was an IPA.
But I'm sure they
I'm
have
trying to-
multiple IPAs.
Yeah, it was the 120 IPA.
Oh,
They had
okay,
The
okay,
60, the 90, 120.
Utopia. It's just a barrel-aged ale.
Oh, so it's barrel aged.
Yeah. It said style.
Is it done like
ale.
a bourbon barrel or something?
No, it's just ale.
Everclear barrel.
Yeah. And it's not even the
Rubbing
strongest.
alcohol barrel.
It's not even the strongest beer in the world. That one I think goes to, and I think it's in Europe or Scotland. It's called the Tactical.
You know what? We're gonna test your knowledge. Don't look it up.
Okay.
Don't look it up. So, what do you think the strongest beer in the world is?
I think, if it's not now, it was at one point in time. It's
Okay.
Tactical Nuclear Penguin. And that thing was so fucking ridiculous that they, in some countries, this one specifically, it is not labeled as beer.
So,
Am I right?
Maybe back then, but now it's called Brewmeister Snake Venom. It is 67.5 ABV.
What is that in proof? 120 proof? Holy shit!
Why would
Dude,
you do that? Who's going to drink that?
that is a straight fucking Everclear beer.
That's what it looks like.
Every time somebody buys one of those beers,
Wait a minute,
they pay
that-
the brewery's electric bill.
67.5 ABV.
What did we have? We had snake venom here. We had something else venom.
It must not have been Brewmeister.
Can we buy that here in
milk
the
the
States?
venom?
Oh, wait, what was that? The thing that it felt like a snake punched you in the face?
Yeah, that
a
was-
rattlesnake.
it
Wasn't
was
just,
rattlesnake venom.
Yeah, okay.
Milk the venom.
Or viper venom.
Something
Yeah,
like
Viper
that.
venom. That's a
That was a few episodes ago. Go back. That was a
not
great
very
episode.
good. So look up the one I was talking about. I want to see how strong it is.
What is it called?
It's Dogfish Head.
Yeah, 120
120
minute.
minute IPA.
Dogfish
Sorry
Head,
about that. I didn't-
120 minute.
Yeah.
Yes. So why?
It's real expensive too.
What those? Do you know what the relevance is behind the minutes?
It's clocking in at 15 to 20% ABV.
Okay.
Makes sense, yeah. I couldn't. I tried it. I drank the whole one, but I didn't really enjoy it.
But you brew beer with me, so you should.
I brew beer with you.
Right. So the minutes is
I want to do it again, by the way.
you brew beer for generally an hour, 60 minutes. You brew longer
Now, whenever you say brew it, do you mean whenever it's in its
with the mash.
yeah.
The boil kettle.
Okay,
When you're
okay.
boiling, it's about an hour. So the
We
boil.
did that first one for like 3 hours. We had to go to Walmart and buy a new thermometer. Yeah.
And that's whenever you make the wort, right?
Shattered glass.
Yes. Yeah. So brewers don't actually make beer; they make wort,
Yeah, that's right.
and then the yeast actually eats up all the wort, the sugars, and they shit out booze.
That's the thing about Belgians. It's a different kind of yeast, huh? Like monk
Trappist yeast.
Trappist monk yeast.
You can still only today get it from the Trappist monasteries up in Belgium.
They make their own beers.
If you're ever
I'm
up to
sure.
make another stout, call me.
I want to actually try a Belgian. I want to try it, but I know it's a very convoluted process.
Can we get the right yeast for it?
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
just know
can-
that stouts,
I mean-
I'll help you drink.
You'll
The yeast
buy
is where the alcohol. I wonder if because it's a totally different yeast every other beer has. If it kind of tweaks the molecules of the alcohol, that's why you feel a little different drunk. I'm trying to get to where I'm going with it, but I didn't plan this out, so it's something I've been thinking about for a while, but I've never said aloud. If that makes sense.
I believe it does because I believe certain alcohols just make different body types or whatever. I definitely beer's like a more of a, I guess you say weighted feeling drunk. Like a buzziness. You feel just kind of tired almost after the end of the day of drinking beer. And like spirits, alcohol, most people shoot them. They don't sip them or whatever, so you feel lighter. So you're more like yeah, and you make bad decisions
Easier
when
to
you're
get into trouble. Yeah.
You got to do like we did, though. So we took the ingredients for a basic Russian Imperial Stout, and then we added
chocolate.
way
Sorry,
too much chocolate.
a chocolate Russian. Sorry, a cocoa. It's supposed to be just cocoa.
But I thought we took like ingredients from two different recipes and mixed them together.
Right. So we had a Russian Imperial Stout, and I decided to I'll buy some cocoa nibs.
Yeah. So
'Cause
if
you
you
added
make a
pretty
Belgian,
Maybe we
you
put way
got to
too-
do that. You
we
got to
put way
add
too
something
much in
to it.
there.
Oh, and it was delicious.
Yeah, I know.
sir.
We didn't put way too much in there. The bag fell
It
in
wasn't
there.
delicious when we opened it. It was delicious later.
Yeah. It was too flat when we opened it.
Yeah, it didn't get the full carbonation flavor from.
We waited
what-
3 more weeks.
The cocoa nibs took a while.
Perfect. Like
Perfect.
that was a terrible snap. You see that?
remember
Look
I
at that.
Perfect.
I don't know who dumped it in there, but I remember afterwards they were like, "Whoa,
I know who it was.
that was way too much."
Because you said, how much, Pudgy? How much, Pudgy? And I was like,
Half the bag. I was like,
yeah, we need half the bag. He's like, so
in my defense, it was my very first time brewing. Okay, and I apparently did a great job. I just added too much cocoa.
The first time we brewed, the beer was so good, nobody tried it but us. We refused to share it.
yeah, we did.
We only made like 12, 16 ounces. We drank it all.
Yeah, it was good. It's called
We made
Shadow.
a shit ton of those 16 ounces.
We made a whole 5 gallons.
Yeah, we made 5 gallons.
See, the problem with us, we got the Grosh swing top, 16 ounces, and we wanted to use those bottles while we were making it. But they were full of beer, so we had to drink all those beers while we were making it.
Which was a wonderful experience because Grolsch is an old timey, it's
Skunk beer.
yeah, and it's a Holland, right? It's Holland.
Yeah, it's borderline malt liquor.
Yeah, but it's pretty good, and you don't get hangovers off of it, for the most part, as all German beers and stuff. So I'm going to say this word again. You've heard me say it before, but they follow the German purity beer laws, the Reinheitsgeboten.
Oh, God.
And you're only allowed in Germany still today, I don't think legally, but today, traditionally, It's not beer or ale if you go outside these 4 ingredients, and that's water, yeast, barley, and hops, or wheat, as a substitute for barley, for Hefeweizens. Other than that, if you add anything else to it, it's not beer. To German tradition and German culture, it's just not beer. So like when you make
You gotta get the yeast in there now too. They didn't know it was coming from the spoons.
In fact, those so they had brewing sticks in the olden days. They did not know that the wood that they were using had grain in it, gaps and stuff like that. They didn't know that when they mixed it in the beer that it got bacteria when they took it out because they didn't wash it, And so they didn't realize that, holy shit, this thing is making beer. And it was just the bacteria that came from that stick. So they would actually pass it down from generation to generation as a brewing stick, as a rite of passage that this stick has made the beer.
If you stir it with this, you'll get fucked up.
Yes.
It's kind of gross if you think about it.
And until they realize that, they got, scientific about it and realize, oh, it's yeast, bacteria that makes beer. Shit. We just thought we were making regular, we thought we were magically turning this water into wine.
This makes me wonder what they were trying to make at first. If they didn't put yeast in it, what does it become?
The Egyptians made beer, and I'm kind of intrigued to taste some of that Egyptian beer. Like, what would it taste like? Like, what? Because all they did was just leave.
Say horrible.
I'd imagine it was, because what they did was they take grain stores and just rainwater, and it would just ferment. It would just ferment and then become beer. So obviously there's not any hops in it, so it probably is tasteless. It's probably just like this, liquid bread.
I still want to taste it, though.
Yeah, I want to know what it's like. I would love if this show traveled the world just drinking all kinds of beers from past and present on.
Still rate some pyramids, try to find some.
Yep.
We're still waiting for that ground control beer.
Yes. Viewers, listeners, if you can get your hands on ground control, I will send you an address, a P.O. box that you can send that to us, and
we'll reimburse the cost of the beer. We'll pay for shipping, everything.
You're damn right. We can't get it here. Obviously if you mail it to us, we can get it, but we can't purchase it here.
Well, they only made it 1 year.
Oh, man. How expensive do you think it is right now?
I have no
If
idea.
there's any left.
Yeah, you'd have to find some. That's the issue.
It's going to be like an heirloom to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you didn't get the car, you didn't get the house, but you got this ground control beer.
Well, thanks a lot, Freak Power. This beer is terrible.
Yes, Freak Power, I'm just going to give you a straight 1, because this is water.
Give it a 1 as well.
Sorry, Independence Brewery, I don't really like, the first time you're being on a show and going out the gate like that. I know that there's a style for this type of beer. This is very crisp. It's no lie. It's a crispy, but blood orange.
See, what happened was they made a Hefeweizen, like, ooh, we kind of fucked up. And there were people over here, they were making a blood orange beer, like, oh, we kind of fucked up. Mix them together. We'll sell that shit.
I think at best, maybe they just made a Hefeweizen, filtered the shit out of it before it actually, maybe they put the weakest yeast in it. And then they said, this tastes like nothing, so we'll take some blood oranges and just squeeze it in the back.
Squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Mix it.
And I honestly think that's what they did here. And I wouldn't put it past them, because I know brewers do some crazy shit when you're at the nano or even micro level. Like peanut butter beers and fucking strawberry
It's
beer.
probably that greater value Walmart flavor that you spray in your water, but just sprayed a little bit.
Yeah, just
Tang.
The blood orange spray for your
It was blood orange Tang.
Yeah. Well, even then, that's
Greater
more potent
value.
than this. I think they actually went and just squeezed it, because you can squeeze a lemon in things and you don't get the full lemon flavor of it, versus if you go buy a lemon drink where they use concentrate and it's just like lemon. Or is that just me?
I'm just glad I don't have to drink anymore of those.
Yeah, I'm with you there. So I give it a 1. Count 1.
1.
Sorry, Independence Brewery. I do like that it doesn't linger, and it doesn't linger because there's nothing here.
It doesn't show up either.
Yeah, there's no sustenance in here.
So 111, that's an average of 0.
I saw substance. I said sustenance. Pretty sure there's calories in this for sure. So there is sustenance, but yeah, Independence Brewery. Yeah,
Maybe some vitamin C.
you gotta do something a little bit better with this. Maybe
Do better.
do better. You call it freak power. I'm not freaked out by this. Just saying.
Yeah, where's the power?
Yeah. It's not freaky and it's not powerful. I almost want to return this because your label lied to me. Just saying. But we know now.
Oh, that's from Austin. They might enjoy us sending the cans back.
Oh, valid point.
Yeah.
Valid point.
And we know now that, returning beer's hard.
Very hard.
Especially after the last episode.
Making beer in yoga pants is hard, too.
Is that what we got to do? Make beer in yoga pants?
If you're in Austin.
Oh, yeah. Right. Fair enough. And that was Beer of the Week.
Beer, beer, beer. I'm going for a beer.
All right. Now we got to get into a topic that has been bothering me since y'all first showed up, and it's coming this evening. It's Saturday. It is March 14th. Wait.
It's March 13th.
March 13th.
I know that because March 14th is my anniversary.
Ah, okay.
7 years, baby.
So
Mine too. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. No, I'm just joking.
wait, so it's Pi Day at this point. It just flipped over, I think. And
3.14.
that's right, you did get married.
I
Yeah.
got married on Pie Day. We had a bunch of pies at my wedding. Even quiches and stuff.
Isn't it also Steak and BJ Day?
Yes.
I don't participate.
Is that why you got married on it?
Well, not officially, but it's a nice little
I'm not
icing.
gonna, I'm not gonna be
Nice
upset.
little bit of icing on the pie.
That's
if
a
you
fun
will.
holiday, but I rep the April 18th. Look it up. You'll see.
What's April 18th?
It's the opposite of Valentine's Day. It's a real holiday for men. Look it up. It's a Jim Jeffries thing. I'm not going to go into it, but
Oh.
they can look it up, and I'll show y'all later.
Oh, okay. Y'all look it up.
April 18th. Everyone can participate. The decorations are up.
Oh, yeah, now I have to look it up. So, this week is, this evening is Daylight Savings Time. And the reason why we want to talk about that, because we actually had a discussion earlier in the show. But
Turns out we were all wrong.
We were wrong. I always grew up thinking and believing that
I was right.
it was about the farmers, They did that because they wanted to set certain time frames for farmers at certain seasons or whatever. It turns out that was entirely fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's
it's
all
a
wives' tale.
complete myth or just fabricated. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I thought it was a Mandela effect, but apparently most people believe that it was for farmers, so they don't have to. When they got up early, there was sunlight and plants and stuff like that.
In
They want
effect-
everybody else to change their clock so they don't have to.
So the reasoning isn't farmers, but in effect, it helped farmers because of the reasoning.
Did not.
Because
Did not.
the reason they did daylight savings was to save on daylight.
Changing what time the clock says has no effect on how the
Back in
sun
the
rotates the earth.
1800s, it helped farmers. That's all I'm saying.
No.
But it wasn't for farmers.
The sun's going to rotate the earth the same way no matter what
Oh,
time
yeah,
your clock
that's valid.
says.
He does make a very
No-
valid point.
All it does is make you sit in traffic in the middle of the night.
Well,
It's true.
Not in the 1800s.
It's true. There was no traffic.
Yeah, but you have to ride your horse at night.
That's valid. You
Yeah.
had a lantern.
They don't have headlights.
Paul Revere, come on.
Yeah, and that fucking horse has already got blinders, so he don't know where the fuck he's going when it's dark. He's like, damn, I can't see on the side, and I sure as fuck can't see forward.
When the sun comes up, get up. When it goes down, go home. Who cares what the clock says? Stop fucking with my shit.
Sorry, I was waving at Brian the Brain. He's doing
Oh,
a
is
drive-by.
Brian the Brain here?
He did a drive-by. He was just saying hi.
Don't say that shit, man. I've been watching The Wire. I hear drive-by and I get triggered. I'm like, fuck.
So we also found out another, not necessarily a myth, but a dispute, so to speak.
Common mistrude, almost.
Yeah, common mistrude. And it was that, what you said, Ben Franklin.
So he is attributed with it, but there is no evidence that he actually, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He is certainly attributed with coming up with daylight savings, but a lot of people think that's just because he was Ben Franklin and people want to attribute a lot of shit to him.
Yeah, I mean, he invented everything.
Yeah.
Except the internet. We all know Al Gore invented the internet.
And pants.
And how to fly kites in a storm.
Yeah. He had, he invented bifocals. I do know that.
You want to know something interesting? Not Ben Franklin, but an interesting inventor. You want to know who invented the swivel chair? Thomas Jefferson.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
He invented
The bar
swivel chair.
stool.
He had neck problems. He's like, I just want to turn my whole body. Fun fact.
In fact,
That I just made up.
a lot of people think, and
Sounded
it's probably
good, though, right?
correct.
I like that.
A lot of people think, and it's probably correct, that Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence in the world's first swivel chair.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a neat little
Yeah.
factoid.
Like he was just sitting there like a kid, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to ride freedom. I'm going to do freedom.
Hitting the lever, going up and down.
Yeah. I don't think hydraulics existed at that point in time, but, you know.
It was pulley system.
Yeah. I'm going to ride freedom. I'm going to ride freedom. Well, thank you, Thomas Jefferson, and thank you, Ben Franklin. I know you can't hear me because you dead. You dead as shit.
Maybe they can.
Maybe they can. We don't know.
Who knows?
Right there.
They can
Sorry,
be.
they could be right there.
Yeah, we don't know these things. We don't pretend to. Said hi. You know, Brian the.
No, I'm saying he could be Thomas Jefferson. We don't know.
Yeah, he could be.
It could be Highlander over there. Here we are.
Stupid movie. And
It's a stupid
show.
movie, but it's a phenomenal show. Don't watch season 6.
Stupid fucking show.
Never
Both
seen
are
any of them.
stupid.
No, shut your mouth.
Listeners, viewers, go back and watch Highlander, the first movie. You feel like you just punched yourself in the face
The movie's
after watching
bad.
it.
All the movies are
It
bad.
is fucking terrible.
But the show is incredible.
And it's still all, it's the movie and just like the show, they're all based off that Queen theme song. Here we are.
Here we are, born to be king. You know, Queen actually did 3 or 4 songs for that show.
I bet.
Who wants to live forever?
It's pretty bad.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
No, he didn't.
too soon.
Yeah, man, come on.
Too
Come on,
soon.
brother. It's Freddie Mercury.
Jesus.
Sorry, Freddie.
Lay off the mercury, sir.
Yeah, it's bad for you. It's in the fish.
That's true.
It's in the thermostats,
Is it really in the fish?
thermometers.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it still in
Can-
thermometers?
Yeah. Well, it depends.
Some of the, not thermometers, but the thermostats.
Yeah,
They use it
thermostats.
in there, yeah.
The thing that actually have the switches on.
I remember I was at middle school, and this kid broke the thermometer at school, got the mercury and put it in his hand,
That's bad.
and he went like this
That's
and
real
watched
bad.
and watched it float around his hand. He's like, "Look how cool that is!" And he's like, "You want to try?" I was like, "No,
And now he's a supervillain.
That shit'll poison
Yes.
you for real.
not immediately." Apparently, they used to use it in Chinese medicine to make you stronger, better, whatever. I don't know why.
Mercury
they thought,
tablets used to be a real part of Western medicine. You know, take these mercury tablets. Just swallow this pure mercury. You'll be fine.
And then they realized the person who made him was illiterate and it was supposed to be magnesium. No. Dad jokes.
I mean, that's a fact that you just made up right now that I'm going with. We make facts here.
Yes.
We make them.
We make them.
We don't fabricate them.
We call them alt facts or man facts.
Did you know that cheap purple dye was discovered on accident?
Cheap purple dye?
Yeah, so purple used to be the color of royalty because it was really expensive to make. You could only
Right.
make it from a certain flower, and those flowers are hard to grow. This one chemist somewhere was playing with chemicals, trying to make something, I forget what he was, and he spilled vinegar onto, I forget what it was, but onto a really, really common
On
powder.
purple?
Yeah, onto a really, really common powder, and it made purple. And it was fine. I mean, he dyed stuff with it all the time, and almost overnight, purple dye became super cheap.
Think it was
no
Jello?
The
It was
first
no
thing he
longer the
said
color
was,
of
"I'm
royalty."
rich, bitch."
That's exactly what he said.
Like, look at this shit. I just made purple. You don't even know this color existed, bitches.
No, purple existed. It was just super expensive to make.
And now it's violet.
Captain, if we're going to make up facts, you got to roll with me here.
Okay, fine.
He invented purple.
Purple never existed before the 1800s.
We're going to have these guys fact checking us and finding out we're all wrong or right. We'll put them on the website.
Right? It's like infrared didn't exist before the, I forget what they're called. Little triangle glass thing.
The prism.
Yeah, the prism.
Prism, yeah. So I'm actually going to, I've been hip to this. You know, we already did beer of the week.
Isaac
But
Newton had his own prism. So, I mean, prisms are pretty old.
Not mine.
yeah, I just stole your ice. I'm actually doing something here, listeners, that I normally don't do.
Because the beer was so bad.
Yeah, I
Do
need
we
something a
to
little
let
extra.
do we need to let our guests come talk?
No, he's fine. We talked enough last week. We don't need fucking.
Because I
hear.
could use the bathroom break.
Oh yeah? Go ahead. I'm just making myself a drink. He can come say hi.
You're going to get put up on the P wall twice.
Yes.
Twice? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not never.
Not never. Not no way here now. Not no.
So if I'm on the pee wall twice, what does that mean?
Means you got a number 2.
It means that you got up to pee twice during a podcast.
I'm the PP guy?
Yeah.
Twice?
John's on it. You're on it.
Who's John? You?
Obi-John.
Obi-John. Cheeto
You're probably not
almost.
on it because you don't drink.
Yeah, valid.
Cheeto almost
got on it, but we ended it right whenever he was getting up to do it.
Can I get on the deuce wall?
Oh, we'll make that too.
So, listeners, I've actually just got this Buffalo Trace. You viewers,
He's been
listeners,
talking about it all week. You
What's
can't
up?
shut
What's
up about
mine
it.
you've probably been, you
some
probably
ice
had
in
this
here.
drink it many a times.
Give me some ice. I can't reach that.
Same.
You've probably had it once or twice in your life because it's 200 and something years old. And I just discovered right now, and I don't like bourbon for the most part. Never liked bourbon.
I do.
And I had this bourbon, and I was like, yeah, you got to try it. It's great. It's a smoky bourbon. It's very smooth. And I'm like, bourbon, fiery, back of the throat, just fire, hot fire, like Jack Daniels or some garbage or whatever.
God damn, Count.
And
It's a big ice cube. It's not a lot.
Sorry,
Pour his own. I'm giving too much, apparently.
I had some, and I had it with ice.
Reach.
And I was like, holy shit, this thing is smooth as hell. I said, oh, this thing's going to give Scotch a run for its money because it was so smooth. And there's some Scotches, like even
gotta get the
Glenlivet.
pop.
Glenlivet at 12 year is kind of burny. Yeah.
It's a green meanie. That's why it's in the green bottle. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Not the best bourbon I've had, but it's pretty good.
Sorry, I got this. I got chunked up Sonic Ice. So, very good. Very good. That's really good. Can I take a...
So yeah, daylight savings time is stupid now.
Yes.
This should be the last time.
Yes. Wasn't it? Was it George H.W. Bush? Original
No,
George Bush?
it was George W. And I tell you,
It was W.
during like
That
when I was
wanted
in
to get rid of it.
Yeah, when I was in the Army, I remember that it was a big old thing that George Bush W was going to just abolish it, and that we were never going to have to go back to the other one. This is time spring forward, and we were going to have this constant time frame forever, and he was going to abolish it, and it just never happened.
This
Or
is the one that sucks because you lose time, but it sets up what you want the day to be. The other one's cool because you go to the bar, you get an extra hour. Now, when we're done with the show, it's not going to be 2, it's going to be 3.
right. This
Sucks for you.
I just like driving home at work. I just like that there's a lot more daylight at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
It's my only day off. But on Monday, I'll get to work an hour earlier.
Heyo.
Buffalo Trace, I give you a 6. It's very hard for me to impress.
Even
me
though we
with
don't
bourbon.
rate alcohols on this show yet.
We rate everything: movies, video games.
That's true. That's
food,
true. That's true. That's true.
Bubble
You get
gum,
6 cavies from me.
M&M's, cheese putos.
Cheese putos.
I give it a 4.
my-
It's pretty good.
Try
I like it. It's clean.
Yeah, it's clean. It's nice and clean.
I'm a big bourbon guy, Scotch guy. I've had a lot.
Yes.
I'm more of a rum guy.
You know,
Ugh.
moving on from the
like
the
sweet
topic of
alcohols.
daylight savings time, to enjoy this good bourbon, there's only one little topic I want to go right into, and that is space news. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, space news.
So I'm actually really happy that the brain is here for this, because we actually talked about this last week, and he wanted to know all about it, and we're going to have a little discussion about it, because there really isn't a whole lot of information known about it. A few weeks ago, Elon Musk put on his Twitter that he was creating a town called Starbase.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of
On the
people,
moon.
a lot of people here in Texas. Now, a lot of people thought that it was a joke until all of a sudden. Go ahead and pull up that first picture. And we'll get into it.
Is this
So,
this is where
this is where currently SpaceX, some of their R&D, some of their research and development is. It's in McGregor, Texas.
Okay.
And if you pull up the next picture,
Okay.
that little red county is McGregor, Texas, and the next picture is Cameron County. Is it Cameron County? I forget. That's where Brownsville is. That's also where SpaceX's rocket testing facility in Boca Chica is.
Right down the border.
Boca Chico? Yeah, it's about 32 kilometers to the west or something like that. Anyway, he has been in talks with, I think it's Cameron County, to buy a large parcel of land and create a town called Starbase that is going to surround his Boca Chico testing site. And that's really all that's known about. What? Oh.
I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face because he just creeps in.
Do me next.
That's really all that's known. So I figured for space news, what we would do instead of really reporting the facts, because there really aren't a lot of facts short of what I have just said, is kind of go into what we think might entail at Starbase itself. A lot of people, whenever they think of a town, they're thinking Walmarts, Walgreens, apartment complexes. But remember, this is Elon Musk, one of the most eccentric men in the world.
Yes.
Okay? He's
Lots of targets.
I'm thinking it's going to be a real futuristic style. A real futuristic style town with, and I'm thinking that it's going to be what he wants to launch his Mars mission from. Because I mean, come on, a town called Starbase. Come on. All he needs is a freaking space elevator, and he's good to go.
That's true. We're working on it. We're working on it.
And a Sitchell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was space.
Oh, I guess we're not going to talk about it. Okay.
All
right.
Well, I just heard about it.
I wanted to have an intelligent discussion. I guess not.
Okay, well, we'll do that. Sorry. I was just ending, that was what it was about, and then we usually talk about it afterwards, how we used to do the show.
Valid point, then do it. Let's
Okay,
do it.
and that was Space News.
Ba, ba, ba,
ba-da-da.
Space news.
Wah, wah, wah.
So it's real interesting to think. It's real interesting to start kind of considering and thinking about what might be there. You know?
What, at Starbase?
Theme parks.
There's
think so?
theme parks, yes.
At least one.
There's going to have to be at least some sort of
All
theme.
space-oriented rides.
Yeah.
And it's also undisclosed as of right now how big that parcel of land is. It's obviously going to be at least 100 acres, I would think. But how big do you need it to be to start a town?
I'm not entirely sure. But I would tell you this.
Like, what's the acreage of Waller? I don't even know.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, but it only has 3,000 people in it.
I know. It's a lot of... Each person has a whole bunch of acres.
And no fences, weirdos.
How
How big do you
boring.
suppose Hockley is?
Old Hockley or new Hockley?
Yeah, we built most of Hockley ourselves.
Because Hockley goes all the way from 290 down past I-10.
Shit.
It ends over there by Katie Mills Mall.
That's how big Starbase is going to be? That's how big Waller is. 3.722 miles squared. 3.72 miles squared. 3 3/4 mile. Not very big.
No.
I mean, a town 4 miles squared, that seems like that'd be a lot of space that you could build up a nice little town in. And I mean, if you think about it, DC is only 5 square miles.
Or he could build his own house in his own town.
You know who would have a great opinion about this? Brian the Brain.
Come hither, sir.
Brian the Brain, I'm going to tag you in because we're talking about the pee-pee dances. I actually have to go.
Oh,
I thought
wow.
he was
You
taking
getting
my
up
spot.
on that pee wall.
I thought he was taking my spot.
All right, you go in first and then I go in.
You're both getting on the
Get over
pee
here.
wall.
Get over
You're
here,
getting on
Brian.
twice.
Come on, Brian.
You're getting on once. Shame.
Yeah, I know. Shame.
Shame on
Shame.
you.
We started late.
Shame. We did start late.
We did start late. Yeah, Brian's been wanting to talk about this for a few weeks. He's real interested in it. I do know that. Last time he came in, there was the first question he had for me. I was like, I don't know shit about it, man, because there really isn't a whole lot to know.
Welcome back, Brian the Brain.
Hi.
So what do you think, Brian? You got any questions? You got any surmisations?
Of the space.
I think it's a huge deal for Texas to actually get this.
Yeah, Texas of all places, because
Yes.
headquarters of SpaceX is still in California. Now he's making the move to Texas, I guess for tax reasons or whatever. But Texas welcomed Elon with open arms.
They
I'm
did.
going to let y'all talk about it because I really do.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Sorry, I just
This
can't do
guy
it.
over here. You know what? We'll just take over the show. This is Man Cave Live with the Brain and the Captain. Let's go at it.
Yeah.
So what do you think, buddy?
So,
If you need to adjust that mic, I know that Alan's a bit taller than you.
it's okay. No, I slouch. It's fine. I'll stand up straight. I'm really liking what he's doing. So Solar City, I think you're the one that told me about that originally.
Yeah. Solar City is it's the solar panel company that he bought, and they actually come out and install for free.
Yeah. So that was the first beginnings of that.
Yeah.
And then he's got a SpaceX or the rocket ship.
Well, really, SpaceX and I think Tesla started it, and then he went to To be clear, he started with PayPal.
Okay.
And then he sold PayPal for like $4 billion. And then I think he created Tesla. And then from there, he went to SpaceX. And then from there, he bought Solar City. Now, he's got other projects in the works.
Yeah.
He's got other companies, but those are his big main three.
Yeah. You know what? Let's kick Pudgy out and just have the count.
Yeah. You know, just fuck that guy. Yeah, go ahead, Count. Sit right there. You the new Pudgy. The great and powerful Count.
This chair's really high. Can I move these phone books? What happens if I push this button?
So go on, buddy.
I want to learn more about it. I'm really excited about.
And unfortunately, there really isn't a whole lot of information
I
because
know.
it's in the beginning stages.
Yeah.
You know, technically, everything could fall through and none of this could happen.
Yeah.
This is all in the planning stages still. But man, just imagine, we would have 2 launch sites. Well, I guess we don't. Do we launch from Texas with NASA? Do we launch from Houston, or do we only launch from Florida?
That's
Never,
what I'm sorry. Hey, welcome back.
This guy.
I am back, and I'm more important than these two.
Is it Canaveral?
And I'm back.
Cape Canaveral. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, stop talking over me, please. I'm back, and I had to do things, but I am back, and I've said that like 5 times now.
Are you back?
I can't hold this face for that long. Okay, I'm sorry.
So it is a wonder, though. Do we not launch from Texas for a reason?
So my understanding is like even in Russia, they don't even actually launch out even in Russia. It's Kazakhstan, and it's basically because of the something about physics, the gravitation or the Earth or
I
whatever.
get that, like the rotation
Right.
and what. I think I understand that.
Like there's only one place. What do you
Is that
need?
the beer of the week?
Oh God, you don't.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Would you want it? Yes, we'll give you one.
I don't want a
you
whole
one.
one.
We'll give you
Here.
one. We'll give
Is
you
that-
one.
Hold on.
I don't want a whole one.
This is the beer of the week. You should drink all of it.
No, that's here. Give him that one.
So last week we had a great.
Oh yeah, the Vine Stefan Arvidas.
I've bought in 3 of them.
Really? Did you drink all 3?
Yeah, no, 2 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you liked it.
It is quite phenomenal.
I'm almost done. Bring me one. I'll bring you one. I got one at my house. Hey, I only live 3.2 miles away.
I live 20 miles away. You know?
From here?
I have no idea.
There's more miles? It's like half a mile from here.
As the crow flies, he lives like 150 feet.
Yeah. I can literally kick a kickball that far.
Should I ask y'all what y'all gave this?
Why don't you tell us what you
why
gave
don't you
it?
tell us what you gave it? It's a blood orange Hefeweizen.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
4.5 to 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like this.
We gave it a 1 all around.
Really?
Yeah.
This beer was water.
Not yeah.
I mean, yes. Yeah, it's not like very potent or anything, but
Do you taste any citrus in it? Because we could not
no.
until
I
like
guess that's why I kind of like it.
it almost tastes like.
But it's marketed as a citrus beer. It says blood orange on the front.
If you swish it, you get a little hint of orange.
give
a little.
Give it back. I need it.
A little.
I forgot to do the
like-
roof mouth test. Sorry.
Yeah, just like get in there.
So go on with your thought process, Brian. I want to hear your thoughts on Starbase.
So, I think it's a real big step for Texas in
Nothing.
general. Nothing.
No-
I think it's
well,
a big step for
wait.
Texas in general.
I got it right here.
Just a little bit. It's not
A little
like
bit.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a.
Are you changing your rating?
No,
I'm gonna say a 3.
your rating doesn't matter anymore. So moving
It's
on.
certainly going to create a lot of jobs. You know, all those construction jobs building it up.
Try this.
It might pull in some.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
We're all over the place. We're doing something
very loose
incredible.
show. Very loose show.
A loose show because it's the FOFO episode.
Fofo.
And you know what?
So it's certainly going to create a lot of jobs, a lot of construction jobs. But not only that, it'll pull in engineers, scientists.
Yes.
You think Texas's education is finally going to come up out of the 30s?
What are they bringing to Austin?
Moving on.
What are they bringing to Austin? They're bringing it's not Apple. They're bringing a big company to Austin. Is it?
I don't remember that. I haven't heard about that. Or maybe I have and just forgot
I
about it.
remember there was a lot of talk about Google relocating to Austin.
It
Like
might be.
the actual.
Austin
no,
is
it's not
kind of
happening.
the Seattle of Texas.
They're building
It's
something.
kinda-
I'm gonna do some research. So I can give Alan back the
Sure.
mic, the count.
The count.
He's
yes.
getting antsy over
Yeah, I
there.
know.
Yeah.
Getting upset.
We just had to pee. We didn't quit.
I know. I think it's a really big.
Now I gotta
a
pay
huge
him
step
for being on the
Texas.
show.
I'm really excited to see like what's to come with all this because I like you like talking about this and like having it.
Yeah. You know what? To go back on what he was saying, he's like, what kind of town it would be. They're going to have kolache shops for sure. There's definitely going to be a
honestly,
Starbucks.
What I'm thinking of is like, that World's Fair town of the future. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Let's just wait a
With
minute.
like he's working on that magnet rail, right?
Wait.
On that gravity rail. I
The
think that'll be
monorail?
there. Yeah, the gravity monorail. I think that's going to be there.
Wait. I just Starbase, Starbucks.
God, this mother.
It was destiny. It was always gonna happen.
But you know what's upsetting? Houston used to be Space City.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Now it's going to be
Starbase.
Brownsville, Texas.
I guess it's like Boca Chica, wherever it is.
Yeah, it's kind of almost
It's
Mexico.
actually like 30 kilometers from.
Yeah.
Brownsville.
Guys, I'm out of here.
It was nice having you on, Brian, as always.
I'm going to be here, just not here.
Yeah, valid. They won't see you anymore, but we'll see you in the back.
Yeah. I get look.
Get back to the studio audience, sir.
Yes, I've already seen.
Get back
you
to
have
the
to go
studio
because
audience. Oh, God.
your contract is that I have to pay you after a certain amount of minutes. You have to move. I can't. Why are you trying to make me waste money? I mean, pay money.
There you go.
Cut.
It's an extra $50 right there, buddy.
I went that Bitcoin.
Yep. There it goes.
Shit. Well, listeners, we're probably not gonna.
And he's back.
I knew that fucker was gonna like that beer, and he gets paid. What's up with that?
None of us get paid. What are you talking about? We get paid in alcohol.
Wait. Sorry.
For the night.
Now that you're back, I'm sorry. It's not right.
My headphones are wet now.
I can't believe that it's real.
That Brian took my place. I mean, Braden. He did call me the A word.
The A word for real, out loud.
Yeah.
Called you your Christian name,
Yeah, my government name.
government name. Actually, the Christian name is only the surname, right?
Shit.
You're the one who's my fathers and grandfathers and grandfathers, grandfathers, and oh, that was preachers.
That doesn't mean I know shit about it.
It's my Buddhist name.
I have a Bible. It's just there.
I have several.
Did you steal them from the hotel?
Oh.
Yes.
And those the Gideon's Bibles, that's not stealing if you take them from the hotel. It says in the very front cover, please take this Bible home with you.
Yeah, and take the last couple pages, cut them out because they make good zigzags.
The one time I wanted to feel like a deviant and a thief,
Nope.
took that Bible and
We actually had the Gideons themselves come to our church and preach one day. It was kind of cool.
They came to my door and dropped
They
them
were
off.
old as fuck. Mama and Papa Gideon.
so one thing I want to talk about, just throwing it out there, change the topic a little bit. The Queen, Her Majesty, the Queen of England,
Elizabeth Windsor.
Elizabeth Windsor.
I don't recognize royalty. So it
Yeah, I'm
doesn't mean
American.
anything to
Royalty
me.
means nothing to me.
That's fine, but the rest of the world does, because the sun never sets on the British Empire.
Well, it used to, and now they have like England and like a single island in the Canary Islands somewhere.
no, they have Canada, Australia. If the Queen's face is on your money,
Yeah.
you still owned.
Yeah, Canada is a monarchy. A lot of people don't realize that.
She's not that powerful because she doesn't own the swans here. And I will eat that shit if I want to.
Remember
Damn right.
whenever London hosted the Olympics, you would see the Queen scowling out at everybody. Look at all these countries I used to own.
Mine. That was mine. That was mine.
All these
That was mine.
peasants.
My money's on that paper. My money's on. Sorry, my face is on that money. My face is on that money.
My face used to be on yo money.
Off with her head.
Well, we don't do that anymore. Oh.
So, for whatever reason, this controversial Merkel thing with Prince Harry, but I looked at it and then it rabbit holed me into a different video of all like her uncandid funny moments. The Queen is fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, I have a story.
She is a delight.
I have a story about the Queen.
If I lived her life, I'd probably be funny too. 'Cause
She
I'm
is-
funny now.
She's almost like dude, the way she even talks now in her old age, her voice, she's kind of a hottie.
Whenever
I'm just saying she has a hot voice. She has a hot, cute voice. I'm just saying.
Whenever I was in the military, go on.
I'd poison that bloodline.
I would give you some good old American dick. If you let me.
When I was in the military, the Queen came and visited the U.S. and one of my buddies at Fort Bragg got tasked to be on the color guard in D.C. and he was the guy literally carrying around the American flag whenever. I think it was Obama. Whenever Obama and the Queen were walking anywhere, he was right behind them with the American flag. And he swears to God. So the very first thing Obama did when the Queen got off the plane is Obama handed her a Game Boy Advance. And that's what she played the entire time. And he said he swears to this day that whenever the Queen was getting back in her limo to go off to the plane and fly back to England, he swears to God, they all saluted, they all did their American military things. Queen got in the limo, started driving off. She was in the back seat and she turned around and did this number to everybody. Swears to God. Right. He swears up and down that really happened.
Well, there was one video that made me laugh. So she during COVID, she actually had to do the Zoom thing or whatever, right? And her daughter, forget her name, is Princess something.
Anne?
I want to say it is Anne. Princess Anne.
It's just Princess. We'll
Princess.
go with Princess.
Princess. I'm sorry, Princess Anne or whatever.
No, wait, Margaret.
Don't apologize.
No, not Margaret.
Margaret was her sister.
This is Princess.
Sister.
Her daughter, though.
Yeah,
it was one of her daughters.
Anne, I think.
Well, who was Diane to her?
Was walking.
Daughter-in-law.
So she was walking her through the whole Zoom call, whatever. Like how to do a Zoom call. It was like, "Hello, mommy. You should
Hello,
see
mommy.
6 people on here. How many people?" Wow, that's Australian as shit. He's like, "How many people do you see?" He's like, "I only see 4, and your face is the biggest." And she's all like, "Well, you can't see everyone else, whatever in this call." He's like, "No, do I have to get rid of you? I've seen your face enough. You're not that important right now." And I was like,
"Damn." Have you seen The Crown?
Yes.
On Netflix? Love The Crown.
Oh, not The Crown. I thought you meant The Crown Jewels, like The Crown itself.
No. The Crown, the show, The Crown.
So there was
really good.
Another funny moment that she, in this little compilation, is that she's talking about the crown jewel, the coronation crown, like the crown. She talks about it weighs 5 pounds and it's ridiculous. It's heavy. When you have to have all these speeches and you can't look down because it will fall off your head and break your neck. You have to go, Her Majesty's and so I claim to be the protector of the realm. It was heavy as shit. And then she was even like, "It's solid, isn't it, really?" And she started touching it. It was like, "Ooh, it's solid."
There's this one moment in The Crown whenever she becomes queen in her 20s, maybe it was her 30s, whatever. And she's looking at the crown, and she hasn't worn it yet because she hasn't been coronated yet.
Right.
But she is queen. And she looks at the crown, and she looks at the guy watching over the crown, and she's like, "Can I try it on just to get a feel for it?" And he's like, "It's yours. Do whatever you want." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She wore it for the rest of the day.
I'm ignorant when it comes to the royalty of it. Is she married?
Yeah, she's married to Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Married. So he married the queen. He's not a king.
That's correct. He is
correct.
technically the deposed king of Greece, right?
Yes.
His father was the deposed king of Greece.
He's actually, his royalty bloodline is that he is the last, would be the last heir, and we could be wrong about this, but the last deposed heir, king of Greece, and also because he was deposed, he would have been the heir, the king of Norway, or Sweden. So he's both.
Well, everything I've seen from fictional TV shows would make me think he'd be the king.
You have Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Watch The Crown. It explains a lot.
Because he's deposed, and because England's very territorial about who can, be a part of their bloodline, and because she is Queen Elizabeth.
I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to.
In fact, he wanted
keep
her
the bloodline pure anymore.
He wanted her to take his last name, and she wanted to do it, and the Parliament went no.
It was actually the people's decision to say no.
Yeah.
You are a Windsor. You are, and her actual last name is not Windsor.
It's German as hell.
It's German as hell, but they denounced that last name during World War.
Not your valid.
Queen Elizabeth, German as hell, Your Royal Majesty. No, they denounced it during World War II because King George denounced it, their German last name, because they were fighting the Germans during the war. Even though his cousin was the Kaiser.
Another funny story about the Queen. You remember whenever London hosted the winter, or whatever it was, the Olympics?
Yeah.
And 007 went to go pick up the Queen.
Yes, that was part of it.
He's like, "Hello, Mom. It's time to go." And she sits there and makes him wait while she continues putting on her makeup. That was unscripted. That was really the Queen making him wait. And he didn't know what to do, so he just kind of stood there and waited for the fucking Queen.
Which 007 was it?
It was
Daniel Craig.
Yeah. And Daniel Craig didn't know what to do, so he just stood there with all of her fucking little schnauzer dogs around his feet.
Well, by season 5, she will knight me.
Yes.
Right here on Man Cave Live.
Right here.
On location in Gavin's apartment or house, whatever he has.
Yeah.
Palace.
Flat.
Is flat.
Here's a flat.
We got to kick all his flatmates out.
But that crown is really, really good. It really goes into a lot of the history. It talks about her worst day that she still considers to be the worst day of her rule to this day. Talks about the best day, all kinds of shit. It's really good.
What was the worst day?
Worst day is
The
not
worst-
as bad as some of the previous worst
The
days.
worst day, there was this small coal mining village on the outskirts in Scotland or somewhere like that. I don't remember. And there was a avalanche, and it killed. It hit a school right whenever school was starting, and it killed every child in town. Every child in town.
That's a bad day.
And she did not go because she didn't know what to do. She didn't really know how to handle it. She didn't go to visit this town for 2 weeks. And she still says to this day that it was the worst decision ever made in her rule. She should have gone to that town immediately.
Sounds like some of our leaders.
And it was just because she didn't know what to do. She's always been a queen that felt that the queen rules and the people just kind of, you should stay separated from the people.
She's still very, she's very
learned that
traditional.
day that you really shouldn't do that. And she still calls it to this day the worst moment of her rule.
She's a very traditional queen, and she upholds tradition.
Yeah.
And
Still
she
to this day.
doesn't budge.
You think she watches Game of Thrones?
She is Game of Thrones.
I'm pretty sure that entire royal family gathered around that big screen fucking television, sat there with their fucking whiskeys and their teas and watched Game of Thrones.
That was the good days when we had power.
The sherries and the ports and their whatever.
Their fucking pheasants and their big giant boars in the center of their table.
Oh my God. They got this so
we're the
wrong.
wildlings. So. That's funny.
You're
Brian
already
Brains.
getting out of here? You were here for like 10 minutes.
Peace.
This motherfucker.
You
Love
can take
you.
The rest of those
See
crappy
ya.
beers with
Bye. Go away.
See, that's the kind of antics and crazy stuff that's going to happen here on Man Cave Live. We've been doing it for
6
4
years.
3 years now.
It hasn't been 6 years. That's crazy.
Is
you.
it?
Sure.
2015? Come on.
Sure.
It's actually 2018.
Yeah.
I try to live longer, so every half a year is a year to me.
Touche.
Wait, no, we become younger now because of daylight savings.
Oh! We're now younger.
No, it's the wrong one. We're older.
Oh, shit. Come on. Somebody needs to re-elect George W. Bush and make him finish this out. What he
I don't know that that's really an opinion you want to put out there. I think we should.
Didn't he already give his 8?
So,
But can we do it again? What if we Rochambeau in Congress? We just like 1, 2, 3, and then shoot.
The Queen might have some pulls. We can ask her.
Yeah, let's ask her. We just been talking about it.
She
Queen
kinda
Elizabeth.
runs this behind the scenes.
Queen Elizabeth, your face is on a lot of money. Get rid of daylight savings time. Make it happen. Why the fuck are we doing this shit?
And let the people eat the swans.
Yeah, swans might be good. Are they good? Damn, we don't even eat them here.
I know, because when I think of swan, I always picture like flamingos. I think we talked about that before.
Definitely not ostriches, because they're not real.
Because the ugly duckling was a swan, right?
yeah.
Yes. And multiple books and Disney cartoons and so on and such.
And the ugly duckling's been canceled.
Why has it been canceled?
Because
Hazing?
But it was hot. I mean,
Just like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
hazing.
can't haze people anymore? Stupid.
We'll find out.
Viewers, stupid. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You would agree? Stupid?
Yes.
Can we haze? You got to be able to haze. If you're a man and you have friends, you haze. Hell,
About the
fucking
military. Think
Mean
about the
Girls.
military without hazing.
What is Mean Girls then? Girls haze each other, you know? My mom hazes me. She hazed me this morning. She told me I suck at words with friends.
Well, do you?
Obviously, I haven't won yet. Stupid.
She doesn't even respond to my text messages.
My mom?
Yeah.
Or your
Why are
mom?
you texting his mom, bro?
They got the wrong number.
Well, the right number. For the very low price of
I'm
a
not
wonderful
using the
evening.
area code because she's a time traveler.
Yeah. Yeah. Time
I don't know
travel.
what I'm talking about.
None of us do. We're at the end of whiskey. We probably should end the show.
Skip this fofo.
Skip this fofo. All right, Lowe's. Wait. Did you want to do something special?
What'd you want to do?
Yeah, didn't you have a secret?
Oh, I've been doing it the entire show. You already missed out on it.
Well, then show us what the secret is.
Well, it's already out. I'd have to load a new pipe and everything. I've been blowing smoke rings. I found out this week that I can blow smoke rings. I'm not very good at it.
Well, wait. Try it.
No.
Just load it.
I didn't
and do it
notice
one.
that, but I thought
No.
there was another new one.
No.
I have a cigar for you. You can do it.
I can blow smoke out my nose.
You've been smoking that cigar? That's all you're fucking spitting shit? No. I'll do it the rest of the time. It's fine. It's not like I'm only going to do it this show.
Fine.
There's also a lot of wind coming in. It kind of messed up on it.
Yeah, and it smells
But
like burning Band-Aids out
I
there.
just found out like 4 days ago, so I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting there. I was so excited. I was watching The Wire, and I was just, smoking my pipe, and and all of a sudden I see this ring in front of me, and I was like, was that a smoke ring? So I tried to do it again, and it took me a few tries, but I did a smoke ring! And then I just kept on doing it, and I've been practicing it all the week. All week, I load pipe after pipe after pipe.
Next goal, you got to be able to grab that ring, dip it in your coffee, and take a bite.
Okay, dude, come on. My next goal is to make one that's so big that I can blow smoke through it.
Oh, like the Cupid's arrow, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Is that
going
an
to
arrow through your nose?
Oh, shit.
I watched a lot of Looney Tunes.
I know what we're going to do. We're going to be watching a lot Looney Tunes. Yeah, you're right. Now that I'm thinking about it. Pepe Le Pew
They used to smoke and hunt.
or Pepe Le
Pew.
You used to knew, or 'cause he was canceled because he's a cartoon that did things. You know what cartoons also do? They fucking blow you up with fucking rockets and shit.
Yeah. Dynamite. Wile E. Coyote. Dropping people off of cliffs.
Yeah.
But it always lives.
But that's fine.
It
'cause
teaches you could fall off a cliff and survive. That's not smart. That's dangerous. That's bad influence for the children.
They took him out of Space Jam 2. I was kind of interested in watching Space Jam 2. I mean, I still am. It's not going to be as good as Space Jam, though.
I have no interest in watching Space Jam 2.
LeBron.
I don't like LeBron.
Yeah.
I don't like his thing, I don't like his mentality that he compares himself to Michael Jordan. I don't like that because
Except that it's not just him. A lot of people compare him to Michael Jordan.
yeah, and they're stupid. You're fucking stupid. I'm going to say right now, you're fucking stupid. And I'm going to tell you that right now because LeBron could not play in basketball in the 90s. Because in the 90s, that was hardcore, badass fucking basketball. LeBron would get his ass whooped against the bad boy fucking Pistons.
What was it, 63 and 10 or 62 and 10 that Michael went?
What do you mean?
They won and lost. 62 and 10? Or I don't know how many games there are. So is it 62 and 10 or 63 and 10?
I don't know.
I thought he wasn't very good at baseball.
Not
Terrible. You mean when he was paying his dad's gambling debt?
Oh.
Said that. Represent that, all about that. No, LeBron would not survive. I can't stand basketball today because today's basketball is like you have the last 2 minutes of the game and it lasts 30 goddamn minutes because of all the fouls and all the.
I can't get past the squeaking shoes. Every time I go to like a BW3s and basketball's on, they got it so loud all the hair. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. It's like the brown note. I'm gonna shit myself.
The days of Larry Bird are gone.
This fucking back in the Jordan days. Why was that? Because that was hardcore basketball. You got your fucking Dennis
yes.
Rodman would fucking almost
Dennis
damn near
Rodman,
knock your
Jordan,
teeth out.
Scottie Pippen, Charles
Fucking-
Barkley.
I'll tell you what,
all
Hakeem-
sports are that way now. Baseball, you can't block the base and get hit and all that.
Yeah,
Thing
what
that
the
happened
fuck?
To,
You want to hear fucking? So we're on a kickball team, right? Did you know that if you touch first base, you're out?
Not the rule.
Yes. If you go to first base and you don't round first base to go to second, if you touch first base, that's an out. You have
Yes,
to touch the box
that
next
is true.
to first base.
It's a safety
If you
valve.
touch first base,
It's
you're
meaning
out.
so you don't run through the first baseman.
kind of like what they do in Major League Baseball with the second base for that slide rule.
That's bullshit. If you touch first base, you're out. You fucking kidding me?
It's full contact sports. People get hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt a baseball player. They're expensive.
Whatever, dude. If you touch first base,
Expensive.
you're out. Then why is the base even fucking there?
Pretty soon you're not gonna be able to sack quarterbacks.
No, yeah,
you
no
have to, you
shit.
have to pull his flag off.
Yeah,
They're gonna call it the Brady flag.
you're not. You know what? You're absolutely almost correct there. Like I feel like that's a thing because it is almost like a penalty. It's an
You have
unheard
to touch
penalty.
him below the belt.
The minute you touch a quarterback, there is immediate flag thrown somewhere. Even, and it's not even just Brady; it's every quarterback. There's a flag thrown somewhere that roughened the passer.
I mean, how many ribs did Warren Moon break?
No shit.
Yeah, Warren Moon was a beast. I don't care what anyone says.
I mean,
He might not be one of the best quarterbacks ever, but you didn't want to fuck with him.
Steve Young didn't give a fuck. Tell you that. Joe Montana, try
Joe
it.
Montana.
Try to fucking sack that motherfucking see.
Thurman motherfucking Thomas, see what happens.
See if he didn't get back up and just throw it again and ruin your day.
That guy's from Houston.
Fucking sports are shit today. I mean, well, basketball is shit. That's why I can't watch it, because that's why Space Jam just
contact
ruins it
sports.
for me.
Pretty soon, the most hardcore sport is going to be curling.
It's good cardio.
Aggressive shuffleboard.
Full contact curling.
Until like 20 years from that, like flag, carpal tunnel, shoulder,
they're gonna script-
Tommy John.
And they're going to script boxing like they do wrestling.
Yeah, no shit. They already do it now. Conor McGregor.
I kind of question Mayweather, right? Like, what is he, like 42-0 or something like that right now?
He's undefeated.
Yeah, I question that. Because if you fight Mayweather, you're getting $100 million. That's happening. Mayweather is such a huge name now that if you fight him, even if you lose, you're getting millions and millions and
I'll fight
millions of
him.
dollars.
Mayweather
I'll
literally.
go down the first round.
So
I have no doubt in my
Mayweather.
mind that Mayweather asked people to take a dive.
No,
so that he-
no, no. I disagree. Mayweather makes a point to where he will not.
I'll take that dive.
Mayweather makes it a point to where he wants nobody's going to die, but he fights losers.
And he also doesn't really fight. He does it on points.
He dances.
He dodge.
He dances.
That's what Muhammad Ali did. It's called the rope-a-dope.
Yeah, except
Knock
Muhammad
him
Ali
out,
also
knock him
came
out.
at you hard and would fucking bust you up.
After he rope-a-doped your
You know,
ass.
Yes,
Mayweather doesn't
after
really do
rope-a-dope.
that. Mayweather-
Same thing
Mayweather's
that
all about
Mayweather
points.
does.
Mayweather doesn't rope-a-dope. See, rope-a-dope is whenever you get somebody so tired and then you go at him. Mayweather doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's
Mayweather
called
goes on
dancing around
points.
the-
No, Mayweather just does points. He just tries to hit you in those certain places to where he'll get
Hey,
points.
it's a game he's
never
playing.
Gets a
He
knockout,
figured it out.
And Muhammad
scared to
Ali
get
got
hit?
knockouts.
Yeah.
You know who also perfected that? De La Hoya.
De La Hoya got knockouts.
Yeah,
Mayweather doesn't get knockouts.
because De La Hoya always went for the knockout. If he saw an opportunity, he was going to get it.
Mayweather never goes for the knockout. Ever. He always goes on technicality.
And Conor McGregor wasn't allowed to use his feet, which is unfair.
That is
And
unfair.
fucking Manny Pacquiao, who Jenny loves, and she always rants about this to this day, he was hurt. There was something wrong with his shoulder. He wanted to be able to take a shot before, just to relieve the pain in his shoulder, and Mayweather wouldn't let him. He wanted to postpone the fight until he was at his full
Well,
strength.
then that's actually
wouldn't let him.
Mayweather's problem. Then he decided Mayweather was the idiot on that fight.
Yeah.
I actually thought, not Mayweather, Pacquiao. That was Pacquiao's problem. I actually
Pacquiao defeated De La Hoya, baby.
thought Pacquiao was going to fuck him up.
Pacquiao whooped De La Hoya. I thought Pacquiao was going to fuck Mayweather up too.
I did
He was
too.
hurt. He was hurt. He was indisposed.
But there's an old school, lightweight, featherweight that they could all, he laughs at everyone else's record. That's Chavez. Old Chavez he was never defeated until the Golden Boy came around. De La Hoya. Chavez, fuck, that dude would fuck you up, man. He fucked up a lot of them youngsters, old school guys. He
I don't
fucked
like
them all
Mayweather.
up.
I don't like him at all. I mean, that's not to say that if I ever met him, I wouldn't be absolutely respectful, because that guy could kill me with a punch,
Yeah.
But I don't like him at all.
You can't even read.
Yeah. Have you heard that clip of him just trying to read? Oh my God. So
Everyone tells it.
whenever they were doing
his
whenever
camp
they were
tells him
doing
he
the
cannot read.
LES
Ice challenge.
Whenever they were doing the LES Ice Challenge, 50 Cent, he used to be best friends with Mayweather, and they had a falling out. And he
Because
said,
he made fun of him because he
Fuck
can't
that
read.
bucket of ice.
He said,
Do it
fuck
off
the
top.
bucket of ice, Mayweather. If you could read a single paragraph out of a Harry Potter book, I'll donate $750,000 to the charitable organization of your choice. Fuck the bucket of ice. And Mayweather took him up on it and couldn't do it. He could not read a
He
single
didn't
paragraph.
even throw a curveball and say Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
That shit is hard to read. Beatles battles with Boodles, and then they battles with Beatles. Dr. Seuss got some flow.
Red fish, blue fish,
Green fish, blue fish.
knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
Try to read some
I don't
Shel
think that's
Silverstein,
Dr.
you know? You can't read.
All right, well,
Foreman that started selling tires and grills.
Oh, George Foreman got it made.
George Foreman also has a fucking killer knockout.
He also had 5 kids named George.
And Georgina.
Confusing.
George Foreman actually does have a fucking hell of a knockout. That rumble in the jungle.
Was
where
it the
rope-
rope-a-dope against
That's
George
where the
Foreman?
rope-a-dope came from. And Muhammad Ali still said to almost to the day he died that motherfucker hurt me. He
Tyson's got-
hurt me.
gotta
He
kill him.
Yeah, Mike
fucked.
Tyson gets hungry in the middle of the ring.
And apparently,
Gotta have a snack.
Holyfield himself is a fucking killer. And that's why
That's why
people
Mike Tyson
arguably
bit him.
say that he
Holyfield
is
was
better than Tyson.
Holyfield was beating him.
Yeah, he did win. He won
Did
the
he
bout.
win that? I didn't know that
He won the bout because the motherfucker bit his ear off. But he was already whooping his ass.
He spit it out right there in the middle of the ring. Like, you're not even going to try to hide it. Swallow that shit.
I still remember where I was that day when it happened. And I remember the crowd.
We were in high school, right?
No, I was a fucking kid. I wasn't even in middle school.
Oh, we were okay. I thought I didn't really watch it.
I remember when I watched it, it was a 52-inch big screen, projection screen. Remember those?
Oh, those big boxes.
52-inch, yeah. And it already had discoloration, so you know it was old.
The plasma screen.
Yeah. No. 52-inch projection, so it was like...
Had the big speakers on the bottom?
Yeah, it was square box and then just...
Coax.
Yep, coax. Way in the back. I remember...
He spit that fucking ear out, dude.
He did. He spit that little chunk out.
You're like, oh, God, he really did. He did it.
He fucking did it. We saw it. I remember when we saw it, everyone there was all like, did he really do that? Did he really do that? And then they showed the replay and we're like, he did it. He bit that man's ear off.
It was probably salty. It tasted like shit.
It was like his earlobe or something, but it was a good chunk of it.
For everybody out there, if you did not just get out of the shower, take your finger and rub the back of your ear and smell it.
Yeah.
Bet you it stinks.
Stinks like a motherfucker.
You should put deodorant
Especially if you
back
don't
there.
watch the back of your ears.
But I don't want to talk bad about Mike Tyson either, because that man could kill me with a punch.
Yeah. And he got a tiger.
You know, I heard that in Hangover, he really hit Zach Galifianakis, and that was really Zach Galifianakis going down.
Yep.
Like he was supposed to fake hit him.
He seems like
but-
the kind of actor who would let that happen.
Yeah,
though.
he was supposed to fake hit him, but apparently Zach Galifianakis talked to him behind the scenes. It was like, really hit me.
Right.
I want that honor of
Bragging
being
rights.
knocked out.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
I got knocked the fuck out by
and
Mike
he
Tyson.
did. He was snoring, dude.
You think I would be that cool if I
Like
just said...
Butterbean hitting Johnny Knoxville. You remember that? He
Oh,
knocked
yes.
Johnny Knoxville the fuck out.
Oh, Butterbean. Remember those fights. My dad loved boxing.
Like in the middle of a Best Buy or something.
just wailing on each other.
He got in some good hits on Butterbean, though.
He did.
Butterbean didn't even feel it.
See, Butterbean had this crazy thing. He was not even an aggressive boxer till he hit him in the face.
Yeah.
And to where it dinged him. Then he was like... and then it was just crazy mode. And then it was just like angry mode. And then he started wailing on you. Crazy.
You ring that bell, you get defensive.
Ring that bell. Ring my bell. Ding, ding. All right, folks. We're going to get out of here. We gave you boxing. We gave you space. We gave you, little treats. We gave you a shitty beer that you can stay away from.
We gave you a fourth guest.
Smoke rings.
Smoke rings.
They weren't very good. You probably won't be able to see them on the... Because there really was a lot of wind. And also, I suck at it.
Yeah, we showed you where, a new town is being formed.
Starbase.
That's great. Yeah, Starbase. Where they're going to have Star Crunch and Starbucks and moon pies and...
Man Cave Live billboard.
Moon pies. That was good. I like that. Yeah,
I like that.
Moon pies.
I just got that one right there. I was thinking like, space treats. Mm.
The Astros are going to move there.
The Astro...
Don't do that. And the Rockets. Don't do that. Don't do that. What? It's stars. It's the new space city.
Maybe it might be a location. If they move there, they might win more.
Gee, wow.
And then I would go there. I'd move.
Here.
Bye, Houston. Bye.
I wouldn't.
I'm going to Boca Chico.
Starbase.
Or Starbase.
No joke. If it looks real nice, I might move there.
What's the rent like down there? All right, folks. We're going to come back next week. And we're going to...
I have another show for you.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to think about it. But you enjoyed this one. So, love ya. Bye.